Yes, students, in previous class, we discussed about instrumentation amplifier, right? In model number 4 here. So what is the meaning of instrumentation amplifier? Consists of three blocks, right? Which are those here? Input stage, intermediate stage, output stage. Okay, these are the three stages that are connected for the instrumentation amplifier. Yes or no? So input, what is the given input here? That is physical quantity to be measured. Means you have to apply any physical quantity. Okay, so that you have to convert for the electrical signal from the transducer or preamplifier. Understood? Suppose if you take example temperature, we can convert temperature into electrical signal, okay, in terms of voltage and current to the transducer. That is an input stage. After that, you have to connect intermediate stage, okay, using the transmission lines. Okay, here you can use any kind of digital signal or analog signals here for the transmission lines. Okay, the intermediate stage, it consists of what here? Instrumentation amplifier. Okay, so instrumentation amplifier means it consists of two voltage follower circuit, one subtractor amplifier. Understood? Then output of this intermediate stage, it is going to be here output stage. Okay, in output, what we are going to do here? We are going to display the output in terms of indicator or automatic process controller. Understood? And also we discussed circuit diagram, right? This is the input stage. It consists of transducer, bridge circuit. There are four resistance. Okay, one is for the resistive transducer. The RA is variable resistance. RB and RC is the fixed resistance. It is connected to second voltage follower circuit. The first voltage follower circuit is connected to area VA. This is variable. Okay, this is constant here. So variable and constant, give it for the subtractor here. Okay, the subtractor, it consists of how many resistance? 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one is load resistance, one is the feedback resistance. The remaining three are input resistance. R1 is going to inverting terminal. The R1 and R2, R3, it is going to vary here. Positive terminal. Then output of this subtractor, it is going to indicator. Understood? Here, what we are going to do here, we are going to sense the temperature. Okay, depending upon the temperature, we can generate the voltage across the VA terminal. Okay, that you have to convert for the voltage. Okay, that is from the indicating meter. Means we are going to convert temperature to voltage. Okay, this is the one instrumentation amplifier using the transducer bridge. Okay, in exam they can ask for the 5 to 8 mass here. After that, you have to derive the equations by applying the superposition theorem, voltage divider circuit. Here you have to take three conditions. Okay, so when is first one is what here? When bridge is balanced. Okay, when bridge is balanced, you have to find out the equation here. What is the equation you got here when bridge is balanced? That is this one. Okay, that is RC divided by RB. That should be equal to RT divided by RA. Okay, RT by RA is the variable resistance. RC by and RB is constant here. When bridge is not balanced, means transducer bridge is unbalanced here. What is the equation here? VAB. Okay, that is delta R into VDC divided by 2R plus delta R. Okay, this is the equation. Voltage between the A terminal and B terminal when bridge is unbalanced here. After that, we can find out the gain from the differential amplifier. Okay, that is across the subtractor here. Final output of the subtractor is now V0 is equal to VAB into minus RF divided by R1. That should be equal to delta R into VDC divided by 2 into 2R plus delta R multiplied by the minus RF by R1. Okay, then simplify here. Here you have to neglect the delta R, change in the resistance to make it less than the 2R here. Then you neglect here. Next you write V0 equation Rm by R1 into delta R divided by 4R DC. Means change in the output voltage. Okay, it depends on the change in the resistance, and also it depends on the feedback resistance. Okay, and also it depends on the applied DC voltage, VDC. Understood? So next we'll move on to the today's topic, that is comparator here. Okay, you take comparator. This is very important here. You have to compare the signals using op amp. That is the meaning of comparator here. Okay, you have to compare the input signal because there are two terminals, right, for the op amp, inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal. Okay, so for this condition you have to compare the input signals in the op amp. Okay, from that you have to generate the voltage. Okay, that is the meaning of comparator. So comparator they have taken, first one is non-inverting comparator. Okay, non-inverting antandre, so input is connected to non-inverting terminal. Okay, so non-inverting comparator means input is connected to non-inverting terminal. What is non-inverting terminal here? This one, the positive. The positive is what here? Non-inverting terminal. Negative is what here? Inverting terminal. So connect AC source. Connect AC source to the non-inverting terminal using the limiting resistance, that is input resistance. Okay, so this non-inverting terminal voltage that should be compared with the reference voltage. Understood? You have to compare. Okay, AC source to the given reference voltage. Yes or no? ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು ನಿಮಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು ಅಂತಂದು. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ದಿ AC source with the reference. Reference is the standard here. Okay, so depending upon the design requirement you have to set the voltage. Here they have taken 1 voltage. Okay, it's a minimum voltage. Okay, it's optimum voltage for the op amp. That's why they have taken 1 voltage. If you want you can take 5 voltage also. If you want you can take 10 voltage also, but you have to take standard value for the op amp here. Okay, so you have to understand your requirement here. Okay, depending upon the requirement we can set the reference voltage. Here they have taken reference as a 1 voltage. So this reference voltage is DC voltage. Remember this one. Okay, what to take a reference voltage, always to take DC only. Okay, don't take AC here because this one is standard, right? Standard means you have to maintain constant voltage. Okay, you have to maintain constant here, that is fixed here. Okay, that is fixed. If you want you can take 0.5 also, no problem. You take example diode, that is a silicon diode pattern voltage here 0.7, that is standard, right? It's a DC voltage, not AC voltage here. Like that, we reference you take DC voltage, that is standard here. Depending upon the op amp design here, you have to set the reference voltage. Here they have taken 1 voltage. So this reference voltage that should be compared with the given AC variable voltage. This is variable here. We can vary the frequency, we can vary the voltage. Okay, we can vary the current also. So this variable voltage that should be compared with the standard reference voltage, that is DC voltage. So one is constant, one more is variable. So constant is given to where here? Inverting terminal. So variable is given to where here? Non-inverting. So you have to compare inverting input and non-inverting input. Okay, based on that you have to give the output. See here, for the comparator circuit there is no feedback. Okay, in exam don't write this one. In exam for the schematic trigger circuit or comparator circuit here, wherever comparing signal is there, don't write feedback signal. Okay, feedback resistance. Is there any feedback here for the op amp? No, right? You have to neglect the feedback. Only have to compare the input signals across the inverting and non-inverting. Okay, write on this one here. For the comparator circuit, don't write the feedback resistance. Only you take input resistance here. Understood? We are not finding out any gain here. Okay, we are not finding out any gain here. Only we are going to compare the signals. From that we can convert AC signal to square wave signal. Okay, it means we can convert sine wave to square wave. Understood? So don't write any feedback resistance. After that you connect on load resistance here. Depending upon your requirement you can set the load resistance 10 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm or 1 kilo ohm. So always you set the resistance is very high. Okay, minimum you take 5k to 10k, that is the range for the load resistance. Then apply power supply, that is plus VCC minus VE for the 741 IC op amp. Again you take two diodes D1 and D2. Okay, D1 and D2. So these two diodes which acts as a protective diodes. Okay, what we call this one here? Protective diodes. Understood? So here negative is connected to inverting terminal, positive is connected to non-inverting. Here the P type is connected to negative and N type is connected to positive. Okay, means they have connected two diodes in parallel form here. It acts as a double-ended. Okay, it acts as double-ended protective diodes here. Okay, double-ended means we are going to sense the two peak-to-peak voltage. One is negative voltage and one is positive voltage. Okay, we can sense the peak-to-peak voltage. Okay, one is positive, one more is negative. That's why they're taken D1 and D2. I think you people have studied in clipping circuit, right? In previous semester, there was experiment, right? Double-ended circuit. Same thing they have connected here. D1 that should be parallel with the D2. Okay, the main thing is we want to detect the positive peak and negative peak in between the inverting and non-inverting terminal. Okay, that's why they have taken D1 and D2. Understood? So after writing the circuit diagram, you have to write the input and output waveform. In exam, they will ask problems here. Okay, comparator, they will ask the problem. Okay, they don't ask any explanation here because this is very simple here. First, you take non-inverting comparator. Okay, non-inverting means the input is connected to non-inverting terminal. So consider input and output waveform when the reference voltage is positive. Okay, here they have taken positive reference, right? Okay, first you take this diagram here, waveform diagram here. So apply the input voltage for the non-inverting terminal, that is sine wave. Okay, sine wave means what here? It's a positive peak and negative peak. Okay, it's a positive peak and negative peak. Okay, like that you have to consider. So this one is the positive peak and this one is negative peak. Again, simultaneously it will come positive and negative. Okay, so after writing sine waveform, you have to give the reference voltage. What is your reference voltage here? Positive 1 voltage, right? You take above the 0 voltage. Okay, make it DC constant voltage here. This is the constant voltage. Okay, this one is the reference voltage. What they written dash line, that is the reference voltage here. See here. So this one is the V reference. Okay, this is the positive reference voltage. It is given to inverting terminal. The sine wave is what here? It is connected to non-inverting terminal. The reference is 1 voltage. Understood? So what is our operation here? You have to compare. You have to compare the DC voltage and AC voltage. Okay. You take now first condition. Okay. So you take output voltage here. The output will get only positive saturation, negative saturation. Okay, positive saturation and negative saturation. Okay, saturation means what here? Maximum voltage. Okay, when V in voltage is greater than the V reference. Okay, V in voltage is greater than the V reference here. We will get a positive cycle. Okay? Positive voltage. Okay, suppose V in is less than the V reference, then you'll get a negative voltage. This is the condition. Okay, when V in is greater than the V reference, and the AC voltage is greater than the DC voltage, you'll get a positive voltage, that is in square, because there is a sudden rise in the voltage, sudden fall in the voltage, because we want to get the voltage from the plus VCC and minus V. Okay, the positive voltage responsible from the plus VCC. Okay, negative voltage, it is responsible from the minus VV. What you get the output voltage here from the op amp? Okay, that is depends on the power supply voltage. Plus VCC and the positive voltage, minus VE and the negative voltage. Same thing that take. So this one is the plus VCC and this one is the minus VE. In voltage elinda barutte, it is from the plus VCC and minus V, not from the input voltage. Okay, input voltage only for comparison. Okay, inverting terminal or non-inverting terminal. Okay, so you take when V in is another AC is greater than the DC here, you'll get a plus VCC. Suppose when V in less than the V reference, you'll get a minus VE. Understood? Same thing for the next cycle. Suppose second diagram, come for a second diagram here. Suppose V reference is negative. Okay, Ilian connectment is positive, right? Suppose V reference is negative here, means minus 1 voltage. Okay, suppose if we taken DC as a minus 1 voltage here, then you have to compare. You have to compare the AC voltage with the negative reference. Same condition, when V is greater than the V reference, you get a positive plus VCC. Okay, plus VCC. Suppose when V in is less than the V reference, you'll get a minus V. Understood? When V in crosses the V reference here, okay, you'll get a plus VCC. When V in is below the V reference here, then you'll get a minus. That is for the negative. Same condition, but reference is negative. Okay, and that's why the taken below the zero voltage. See here, where it is connected V reference below the zero voltage. Understood? This is for negative reference. Same thing, you have to give the explanation here. Have to give the explanation. V reference, then a negative reference and positive reference. Okay, when there is a positive reference here, when V in is less than the V reference, output voltage is V saturation, that is minus V, because output voltage at the negative input is higher than the positive input. Next, V reference is V in is greater than the V reference, then you take minus VCC. Okay, so you'll get a negative input is less than the positive input. Same explanation they given you. Okay, we'll go through the notes here for the explanation. Next, so this comparator, it acts as a unlocked to digital converter. Okay, this comparator, it acts as a what here? Unlocked to digital. Because why? Because the input is what here? AC. Okay, so this AC we are going to convert for the pulses here. Understood? It is plus V and minus V. So we're making a pulse form. So it acts as a unlocked to digital converter. Understood? So output voltage waveform shows the whether V in is greater than or less than V reference. Here comparator also sometimes called a voltage level detector. Again, there is one more name for the comparator here, that is voltage level detector. Means we can detect the voltage level, whether it is in below the reference or above the reference. Okay, that we can measure here. Understood? So there are two names for the comparator here. Okay, which are those here? First one is unlocked digital converter. Second one is voltage level detector. We can detect the any kind of voltage, like 1 voltage detector, 0 voltage detector, 5 voltage detector, 10 voltage detector. We can detect the condition. So we're going to detect the voltage here by setting the V reference. V reference set madidre easily we can detect the voltage level here. So next you take zero crossing detector. Okay, next to take what here? Zero crossing detector. Okay, so this is a circuit diagram here. Same what you taken here, comparator, same circuit diagram you have to take here. Okay, same circuit diagram you have to take here, but there is a small change in the input. Okay, there is a small change in the input here. What is that input? Here the positive is connected to V reference. Okay, negative is connected to V in voltage. Here they are interchange terminal, negative to positive, positive to negative. Okay, so negative is connected to area source, AC source. Okay, the positive is connected to area, the resistance. Okay, the resistance is connected to ground, and the V reference is completely ground voltage, that is zero voltage. Understood? So V reference is what here? It's a ground voltage or zero voltage. Same, you connect two diodes here in order to clamp the diodes here. Okay, depending upon the reference voltage, we can clip the voltages. Next, R is the input resistance here. Then you connect plus VCC and minus V for the power supply of the op amp. Then you take the V0 from the output of the op amp through the load resistance 10 kilo ohm. Okay, so take 10 kilo ohm the resistance for the output resistance here. Okay, next you take waveforms. Same, when V in is less than the V reference. Okay, when V in is less than the V reference, we'll get a positive voltage. Okay, when V in is greater than the V reference, we'll get a negative voltage. It's a reverse condition because V in is connected to area, negative. V reference is connected to positive. Here they have interchanged the terminals, right? So condition is reverse. Okay, earlier what you taken here, when V in is greater than the V reference, that is positive voltage, right? Here have to make reverse. Okay, when V is greater than the V reference means we'll get a negative voltage. Okay, because the V is connected to inverting terminal. Okay, so condition is reverse here. So when V is less than the V reference means we'll get a positive voltage. Okay, so this is the one application of the comparator. This is the one application, that is zero crossing detector, means it will detect the zero voltage. Okay, it will detect the zero voltage crossing. So this is the application here. Comparator application is the zero crossing detector or sine wave to square wave converter. We can convert sine wave to square wave here. In lab there is an experiment here, comparator. For this semester there's a so many experiment on op-amp here. Zero crossing detector, comparator, schemic trigger, stable multi-vibrator, monostable multi-vibrator. So many circuits are there for the hardware. ನೀವು ಮನೇಲಿ ಕುಂತ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Okay, next here you take basic comparator can be used for the zero crossing detector by setting the V reference is zero voltage. Okay, so zero crossing means you take reference is zero. Okay, suppose 5 voltage crossing detector means you take a V reference is 5 voltage. If it is a 10 voltage crossing detector means V reference you take 10 voltage. So depending upon your voltage detector, you have to set the V reference. Okay, V reference they have taken zero voltage, right? Because it is connected to ground. Ground nothing but what here? It's a completely zero voltage. So set the V reference is zero. Okay, so you take V in for the inverting terminal. Okay, and V reference for the non-inverting terminal. Okay, so when output voltage waveform it shows the when and in what direction an input signal V in passes through the zero in the positive direction. Conversely, when V in it passes through the zero in the negative direction. Okay, output V naught switches the saturate positively. Same. Okay, means when V in is less than the V reference, okay, you'll get a positive. Okay, that is a condition. When V in is greater than the V reference, you'll get a negative voltage. Same thing they given in sentence here. So next you take schemic trigger. Okay, schemic trigger. This is very important here. See, for the zero crossing level detector, there is no feedback. Comparator, there is no feedback, right? There is no feedback here. But when you come for a schemic trigger here, you have to mention the feedback here. This one is the we circuit. This one here. Can you tell me this one here? Anyone tell me? So here you take now two resistance in parallel. Okay, R1 and R2 you take it in parallel connection for the op-amp here. Okay, so apply the plus VCC and minus VA for the conducting of the op-amp here. Then you take V in voltage. Okay, V in is what here? It's a main source voltage. It is given to here inverting terminal. Okay, so you have to set the resistance value based on the R1 and R2. Okay, but to set the input resistance value based on the R1 and R2 value. Okay, what is the formula here? You have to set this one here. So these are in parallel condition, right? So take R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, that value you have to give it for the input of the resistance here. Okay, so here reference is what here? R1 resistance. The reference voltage is what here? R1 resistance and R2 resistance. Understood? Then you can take the output from the op-amp here, that is using load resistance is 10 kilo. Understood? So this one is the inverting op-amp. Okay, because the V is connected to area inverting terminal, right? So you can call it the inverting schemic trigger circuit or inverting op-amp. Understood? So positive is connected to area ground through the R1 and R2 resistance. Okay, it is connected to area ground through the R1 and R2 resistance. Same condition. Okay, what we discussed in comparator, zero crossing detector, same principle you have to take here. Understood? So set the reference voltage now. Okay, like 25 millivolt and the minus 25 millivolt. Okay, you have to take two reference voltage, negative and positive. Understood? So here they have taken upper threshold voltage is 25 millivolt here, lower threshold voltage is minus 25 millivolt. See here, this is the lower threshold voltage, VLT. Okay, VLT stand for what here? Lower threshold voltage. Okay, that is for the R1 and R2 resistance. How much here? Minus 25 millivolt. What is the upper threshold voltage here? VUT 25 millivolt. Okay, what is the peak voltage here? What is the maximum positive peak voltage here? 0.5. What is the negative peak voltage here? Minus 0.5. Okay, so input voltage, what they given here? 0.5 voltage. Okay, 0.5 is the small signal. Okay, this small signal is applied to inverting of the op-amp. Okay, so 0.5 positive peak minus 0.5 is the negative peak here. This is the complete input and reference voltage details. Okay, based on that we can convert here. Okay, when Vin is less than the V reference. Okay, when Vin is less than the V reference, you'll get a positive. See this one here. This is the Vin here. What is the reference voltage here? 25 millivolt. When Vin is less than the below the 25 millivolt here, you will get a positive voltage, because this one is what here? Inverting op amp, right? So for that you take this condition. When Vin is less than the V reference, you will get a positive voltage. How much? How much here? That is plus 15 voltage. Okay, just for the output voltage positive 15 bro, negative idre minus 15. Okay, but here what they've taken here? 14. Okay, here they've taken 14 as output here. Understood? Because they've taken difference here. Difference they've taken here. Vin is less than the reference here. Almost it will be near to 15 voltage only. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರಲ್ವಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Second condition, when Vin is greater than the V reference, then you'll get a negative voltage. How much negative voltage here? Minus V. How much is there here? Minus 15. We can give it to minus 15 or 14 here. Okay, almost you'll get a 15 only. In practical, you'll get only 15, but theoretical almost you'll get 14. There is some difference here. Same thing for the here also. Okay, when Vin is less than the V reference, again you'll get a positive. When V is greater than the V reference, then you'll get a negative. Okay, means we are going to convert 0.5 voltage to 14 voltage. Okay, means we are going to convert lower voltage to higher voltage. Just is the input voltage 0.5. Just the output voltage 14. So we are going to amplify the signal from 0.5 to 14 by converting to the square wave. Okay, after that you have to write the hysteresis curve. Okay, what is the meaning of hysteresis? Can anyone tell me? So take now, hysteresis means output depends on the input value. Okay, output depends on the input value. Okay, that you can call it as a hysteresis. So take relationship output and input here. Okay, for the x-axis what they taken here? Vin. Okay, for the y-axis what they taken here? V naught. Means we are going to show the relationship between the Vin and V out. Okay, Vin and V out. Okay. First to take upper threshold voltage. What is upper threshold voltage here? 25 millivolt. Okay, what is the maximum Vin voltage here? 0.5 voltage. Same thing you set the lower threshold voltage. How much here? Minus 25 millivolt. What is the maximum negative voltage here? Minus 0.5. Okay. Next, what is the maximum saturation voltage here? 14 or 15 voltage. What is the negative saturation voltage here? Minus 50 voltage. Okay, so voltage is flowing from first quadrant to fourth quadrant to third quadrant to second quadrant. Okay, it's a continuous loop here. Okay, because output depends on the input depends on the output. Okay, that's why to take closed loop here. Hysteresis loop and then output depends on the input depends on the output. Okay, it's a continuous loop here. Understood? So you take threshold voltage and maximum saturation voltage here. From that we can write the hysteresis voltage. Understood? Next class we'll go with the derivations here. Okay, how we can find out the upper threshold voltage, lower threshold voltage. Based on this, we can discuss the problems also. Tomorrow we'll start with again schematic circuit here. Okay, I'll write the derivations here. Based on the derivations, you have to design the output voltage, input voltage by setting the lower threshold voltage and upper threshold voltage. These are the formulas here, not to design the schematic circuit. So any doubts are there here?